Hello, welcome to Angry Annoyed and Amused podcast. You're on with Mike. So next to me is Uncle Phil.
Hello.
Over there is Johnny.
Yo, yo.
Across the table is the other Mike.
Hello.
And this one is a Johnny episode, so if you want to take it away.
All right. You guys can all leave the room now. It's all about me. No.
Like you guys never change your shirts.
You know what it is?
I'm just asking.
I do laundry every like 4 weeks.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Every 4 weeks.
Yeah.
That's a lot of laundry.
Every 3 or 4 weeks. So I like to wear this a lot. And I don't wear it for 4 weeks straight. I only wear it on like the next 4 Tuesdays.
Yeah, if you wear it for 4 weeks straight, they don't bother.
No, only
No,
on
whatever.
Tuesdays.
That's
Only
your
on,
business.
only on
It's your
Tuesdays.
Shirts.
Right. Mikey,
Tonight's guest star on the show.
Mike,
You gotta blur my face out. I know I gave the intro, but
Demon Michael.
no, this one's the disguise voice.
Oh, is it?
Like if I was giving an interview when I was an
So
ex
Oh,
you
yeah.
blur his face,
CIA.
right?
Should we come? I'll blur your face out.
Yeah, that's cool.
So one of the things I was discussing, I was talking about this while you were upstairs, is I was looking into getting a new car, and I'm getting annoyed because I didn't know really what I wanted to get, but I'm watching TV and seeing commercials, and everything says, oh, this amount of $5 a month. $500 a month. That'd be a crack.
I got a lot of cars for
I got
$5 a month.
Cars.
Oh, a whole bunch
That'd
of
be
them.
good,
Yeah,
right?
Really good.
But then you go online, you look it up,
And it's never $500 a month.
and obviously I know that the commercial isn't reality, but I was saying like, I don't know if it would work to just say, because I don't like putting money down the car, because sometimes their car you lose the money anyway.
Mm-hmm.
So like, why can't it just say, oh, this car is $800 a month with no money down, and it's also the basic trim, like say all that, like put it all there, like, because I feel like people would be more inclined to like, wow, that's the high end trim with no money down, it's 800. Wow, I can get the low end trim at lower then, instead of showing the lowest
The
one
lowest price?
and then going there and finding out it's like 3 times more, because
I think
that's
they're always marketing to the lowest common denominator.
But would it not make sense though? Like
no,
seriously,
it would, but there's a lot of, I think they're marketing in a way that they're assuming that the person who sees it is going to think, oh, it's $800, that's too expensive. They're not going to get somebody who's thinking and goes, oh, it's $800, but that's like the high-end specs with nothing
Okay.
paid down. I could get it for $2 because of this and that.
Okay,
they're
so
trying
then-
to get the guy who
Well,
goes,
because that's-
oh,
No,
check
because-
this out, it's $150 a month, and
Because
they go to
that's
the
the way-
dealership.
No, that's fair.
And now they're like,
But that's the way we've
I
been
guess it's
conditioned.
$5.
That's fair.
Oh, I guess,
No,
yeah.
but that's the way we've been conditioned. But to Johnny's point, and it would take time, if they started doing
Yeah.
the opposite,
Right.
and you started hearing from people, I saw it on TV for $800. I wound up getting it for $600.
yeah, right,
Right?
exactly,
Then people would go, oh, well, I should go look for a car then.
yeah, exactly.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Or how
People-
much?
People are
could-
intimidated to go because they say they know that they're going in and it's not going to be the price that they're
Right.
being told.
Or like,
Then
why
they
are
start fiddling
commercials?
around, your what do you call that thing? Your credit rating.
Right.
I got to push the price.
Yeah.
Like all of that.
And
stuff.
it's all scam. Like, and why
It's all
start the
scam.
commercial like starting at like $4.99? Just say $3.99, $5.99, $8.99. That's how much it costs to get those goddamn cars. Like, why does it have because on the flip side of that is dealerships are a torture to go to.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Terrible.
And then you just fighting. You know the guy is highballing you and playing games, and I gotta talk to my manager who he doesn't really talk to. He's having popcorn in the back, and they go back and forth. Like, you can't be in and out of a dealership in less than a day. And it's so, and I'm, because I've leased a lot of cars in my time, and I go in there like, look, this is my out the door number. I want to do it. He's like, sit down. Let's talk. I don't want to sit down. Just what's the best
Can
price
you
you're
get
going to
the
give me?
number? Right,
And you
exactly.
can't even get that. Like, you
They
can
won't
go,
let you do it.
yeah,
They
you
will
can
not
go
let you
so
do it.
well informed and know your game, and they still play this. It's so frustrating.
It is.
So frustrating. I hate it.
Yeah, I hate it.
I hate it.
I hate dealing with them.
Yeah.
I get so
and I love to
angry,
swap
man.
cars out. I get bored. And it's the most, like, I don't want to do it.
That's why
don't
I
want to do
don't
it.
buy cars very often.
Yeah.
I buy them and I keep them because I hate the whole negotiation.
It's such a torture.
Well, sales, Not-
Salespeople have a job to do, and you got to let them do their job.
Yeah, but like,
yeah, but I think the incentive structures that it seems like it's like to be in sales. This is not a blanket term. I'm actually saying like to be in sales, you have to be a bad person. But sales attracts bad
you
people.
gotta be a scumbag.
Well,
A lot of it. I mean, if
I
you're
think so.
if you're just selling
You gotta
a
be
thing that is
dishonest.
like worth the value of what
And
you're
let's not say
selling.
they're bad people, right?
They're not.
They're
That's
trying to
what
get
I'm
the
saying.
best deal for themselves, right? I mean,
I'm saying it
they're doing
attracts,
their
but
job.
it attracts people
But
who are like, I can
it
get
does.
But
I
there
can get
could
every
be an
cent from this
easier way to
idiot.
do
Yeah.
it, right? There could
I've
be a
always
better
had
way
this
to do it,
thing-
you know?
Yeah. Well,
I was-
I'm saying you don't have to be a bad person to be in sales,
Right.
but it attracts bad people.
Okay,
Okay.
that's
I always had this thought, like I was always like, what if I like started a whole bunch of businesses? I thought about like food and every business, right? And I'm like, all right, the cost of doing the business is X, right? And everybody has that same X, right? But then there's Y and Z, like in the ladder. A lot of people just shoot for Z, right? And then they get some business they don't get because they're always a Z. I'm like, why wouldn't I go with like X and a half before the Y? Like I would make the money to pay everything I need to pay and make a little. And eventually I just get everybody
But they're all-
and I just make
I've
more.
always thought that with bars. I've always felt
Right?
if I opened a bar, if it costs,
Did we have this conversation recently?
I don't know if it was on the podcast. I think I had to. We might have had this.
We didn't have it on the
conversation off. I think
podcast.
we might have
We
talked
did.
about this
We
like last
talked about
week.
it recently. Yes,
Because I
we
said
did.
I
We
can't
did.
for the life of me understand why bars don't open up and sell beer, like just the beer
Right.
at least, and like mixed cocktails
at
cost.
or
A little bit,
Basically,
just a little bit
a
more.
dollar,
Of course.
and
A
then-
little more.
and then mixed drinks you can charge
Right.
the going
Whatever
like
you
the
want.
normal rate, maybe even
Right.
a dollar or two up. But I think being that I'm like mostly a beer drinker, and all the guys I hang out with, like I
Right.
play rugby, all beer drinkers. I'm like, we would go to that bar if you heard a bar had $5 whatever, but then after $4 you're gonna get a shot, and that's
Yeah.
$10, and that's fine. Everybody's like, well, it's $10 at every place.
Yeah, I
but
mean,
the
the
beers
thing is-
here are half price. I just don't
But
see
that's
why
what I
that
said,
doesn't-
I don't-
I'm understanding that.
There's a lot
It's
of other
always-
factors. There's a lot. So you're trying to just sell volume of stuff, right? You make your small
get
profit
people, yeah.
to get people in.
Yeah.
You're still
Yeah, but
probably
that
not going to
depends
get
on your
everybody you
business
want.
model, right? That's what you wanna do.
Like, there's a lot of factors, right? Like, do you have food at the bar? Do you have this at the bar? Are people still going to come in? Like even
Well, no,
'cause-
you
'cause I would
assume
pay
everything's
$7
good.
for a beer if I like that place better than yours.
No, if you're selling
you know what
beer
I'm saying?
at cost,
Well, no.
there's no guarantee that someone's going to get the shot. Like I don't understand.
Well,
I
I don't
disagree
think
there.
I don't. No, I get his logic.
It's not a guarantee, but
I
like,
don't think-
if you can drive
No,
in
they
enough
will.
people,
They will drink.
That's what I'm
They
saying.
will
If you can
drink.
drive in enough
people are going to
people-
do shots. They're going to do.
That's good,
They-
but like
they
I
are
always
good.
said, like again, if you're paying $3 for the beer to buy it, I would sell it for $4.
Yeah.
All right. But I get what you're saying. If your place is a dive, if your food is shitty, if it's in a bad location, that doesn't
People
work,
still
right?
gonna show
But
up.
that's
Yeah,
why
totally.
you hope to have a good business, a good model, and good everything, and just upcharge it very little, and hopefully you're always packed and people want to go because, like listen, the pizzerias here that we all like, right? They do great business. Guarantee it if they go, look, going forward, my pizza is only $1.80 going forward. It cost me $1 to make it. I'm making 80 cents. It would be 3 times more popular.
Yeah.
And it always bothers me. And I'm like, that's what kind of business I want to do.
But there's
I
got
don't
to be.
know.
There's
I
got
mean,
to be
you
a
guys-
reason.
You guys
for it. There's got to
understand
be a
that
reason
there's more
for it,
to just
right?
the pizza, right?
No, I'm saying to cover everything.
That's
Like,
why I've
you
always
know,
just thought about
Yeah,
it in,
right.
in
You know,
at
there's-
bars, and I'm only thinking like of everything at a bar, like food, all that. I'm saying keep all the price, like prices are high for everything.
You break
across the board.
everything else out.
Keep
Like, you
everything,
break
everything
everything
as
into
it
its
is,
components.
Right.
and let the beer
But
like
you're
keep the profits
assuming-
low on the beer because I think
Right,
that
but
is the
you're
biggest
assuming
draw.
You're going to draw everybody in just for beer.
No, look,
Like,
again,
that's
guys.
your thing.
The way,
Yeah,
no.
is,
you know,
is
well,
that
that works.
assumption
True.
wrong?
It-
Possibly.
it-
Like I'll accept that.
It's a little bit wrong.
Maybe
like the
it just
place,
doesn't.
Place
So-
we go to by your house, right?
Yes.
It's a great place, friendly people. I like going there. I go there for the food too, right? I wouldn't necessarily go there just for beer.
Well, let
You know
me
what I'm
just.
saying?
This
Yeah.
is where his model works. Do you remember Cooper's back in the day?
I do.
Cooper's, me and my crew went there every Monday. They did Monday night, right? They did, I think
They
you
went out
got
of business,
20,
right?
20, no, they sold. They sold. No, because they didn't. They sold. And then that place kind of sucked. But they sold, on Monday nights, they sold, I think you got 20 wings for like $1, and they were good with sauce. And then they sold 3 Budweiser
20
at
for
the
a
time.
dollar?
Yeah.
20 for $1 each.
No, I think it was a whole
20
dollar
wings for $1.
because it was all they would get people in with the food, and
And they buy the
then
drinks.
they buy the beer, and then they would sell the beer. I think it was like $5 for 3 Bud, or then more for other. But that place every Monday was like this every Monday, and me and my friends just talk about like they're definitely making money. But then on the other days of the week they were regular bar, and no one showed up. So I'm like, why wouldn't you do this every day of the week or some scenario
Some
of
version
this?
of that.
Clearly,
Right.
if they
afford
did it
to
every
do
day
it.
of the week, they won't be able to
They
afford
can't
it.
afford to do
There's
it.
gotta
No,
be
they
a
couldn't.
reason.
But
There's gotta be
something
a
like
reason.
that.
Now
To stay
listen,
on the beverage first food thing, the markup in beverages, especially wine and stuff. That's where the money is. The food,
I'm gonna tell
the
you-
money's not in the food.
it's not in the food.
No,
Unless you're
I watch
McDonald's.
Bar
They say the
Rescue.
margin
No.
on food's bad.
The
That's
margin
what
on
I've
food
heard.
is bad.
No, margin on food in restaurants is bad, but I think in like bars, you want to sell the drinks to create them to want to eat because then
I guess
there's
'cause
good.
at a bar you have one cook. Like,
Yeah,
it's probably
exactly.
not a.
They're not cooking a whole.
restaurant level
Everything's
thing
in the
going on.
refrigerator waiting.
I watched that
Right.
Bar Rescue guy. That's why we were talking about this. 'cause
Yes,
I saw a
John
thing
Tapper.
about him.
John
2 weeks
Tapper,
ago.
love that guy.
Love
And
that
he
guy.
said how bad the margins are.
Yeah,
in
I
the
know,
restaurant
but-
business in general.
Yeah, and-
now there are, of course, there's a range of everything across the board, but he said generally the food is not very high margin
There's
because
there's
all the
money
things
in
that go into it. And then you were telling me about the coasters, right?
Yes, he was talking about John Taffer.
How he could,
was
he
talking
could get
about
round coasters.
I saw like a
for
clip
3
of him,
cents less than the square ones.
and he said
or
they have
whatever.
Oh yeah, because
there's
it's easier to cut.
There's just less materials.
less
and he's
material.
like,
So they're
it saves 3 cents
Yeah.
per coaster.
So
but he's
he
like,
does that
a
on
bar goes through
10,000
10,000
coasters a
coasters in a year, and he saves 3,000
X
bucks,
amount
whatever,
of money.
whatever it is. And I was like, that's crazy to get down to that
And he's
nitty gritty.
$8.
I'm sure
Yeah.
in every
Well, no, true.
in
That's
every
true.
business there's a range of people. There are people that are trying to sell volume, selling it a little bit cheaper, but I want to be in. I've been in Coopers when it was like this.
I don't like bars like
But
that.
that
I
was
agree.
that was when it was like a Saturday night nightclub when you went there dancing at night, man.
No.
It was Coopers, but they had a disco.
I've never been there
in
on
the back.
Saturdays. I was only on Mondays.
But I guess
but I don't want to be in a place that's like this either.
I think you want people
know
to
what I mean?
drink.
No, fair
fighting,
enough, fair
fighting
enough.
to get your beers.
I agree. I don't like
Put the
places
salty.
like that.
So there's
put
a
the
whole-
salty back on the bar. People
what?
are going to drink. The peanuts, the pretzels. Right?
I go to a bar that has
Let
free
everybody
peanuts.
get hepatitis.
I go to
but
a bar that
you-
has free
You put
peanuts.
peanuts on the
Gibbons.
bar.
Nobody wants
people
to
are
touch
gonna drink.
everybody else.
We all
Yeah.
could agree that Gibbons had the best.
They had the best.
They
trail
had
mix
the-
or
Well, they had the
whatever you
snack
call
mix,
it.
right?
They had the
Snack
snap mix. I would
Can't
just
beat
sit there and pick out the ones we like.
But you want to keep drinking beer.
And yeah, you would eat.
Yeah.
The problem is they didn't charge me, so they didn't.
But I'm sure, Johnny, in any business, you can.
He wants to
you-
settle
you-
his tab, by the way.
You could
Gibbons.
be the high. You could be the high end or the low end of the spectrum.
No, I
if you
know,
want.
but that's the same though.
You know,
Going back to
and
the car thing,
is-
though. Go ahead, finish your
Go ahead.
statement.
No,
though.
go
No,
back.
because I'm going to change it.
Because the quality and the quality of work matters too. Because you can sometimes you'll get somebody that's cheap, and there's a reason why they're cheap too.
Right?
So
Yeah, of course.
You got to be careful with stuff
Right.
like that too, right?
Right, of course.
But you could. I mean, if that's what you think, if you want to take everybody's business away, underbid them,
On the bid 'em.
chances are somebody's going to come and visit you anyway, or maybe a
course.
bunch of people are going to come and say, "What are you doing?
Right.
You're killing us all."
Can I just tell you a car
Right?
story that's
So
opposite of your
there's a
car
whole
story
bunch
before
of
you
factors that
Yeah.
go into that.
Yeah, please.
You're not
Who's
going
up?
to be happy.
Then forget it.
Back in
So going back.
2021.
It's not Johnny's night, Phil. If
Yeah.
you got to
You know,
make him
when you
unhappy,
lease a
too
car,
Yeah.
right? When you lease a car, they start calling you immediately. Like after the first 6 months, you want to
want
trade
a
it
new
in,
one?
right? So I would get a call. I was here in Brooklyn, and the car dealer that I typically go to is in New Jersey. And they called up. This girl called up, and she said, "Hey, we want to take your car and give you a new lease." I was 6 months. I think I was 6 months out or 8 months, out of the lease end. And I was like, "Well, I'm not coming to Jersey." So it's just like that. I went, "Just tell me what the price is. I'm going to give you so much down, give you my car back." And she's like, "Well, you really should come in. I want you to look at I want you to come to the showroom and show you what we got." And I'm like, "Not really. Just tell me what the new car would cost." She said, "Can you send me pictures of your car?" I'm like, "Absolutely." Actually, I was in the park. I was playing tennis with Megan. And I'm like, "Come on, let's go home and take pictures of the car." Took pictures of the car, and she called me up and she said, "If you give me the car, you give me this much down, I'll give you a new car for this amount of money." So we drove to New Jersey. And when I got there, there was this car sitting on the lot. And I'm like, "That's a nice looking car, right?" But I had a suspicious feeling that was the car. Like she had put it like right at the end.
Oh, yeah.
So I go in, and it was very simple. She said, "Oh, I already did the paperwork." And then, Johnny, she went like this. She's doing whatever she's doing, give me a license. And whatever she told me I was going to pay a month, she goes, "Would you mind paying $50 less a month?" Same amount.
Less?
Yeah. I couldn't believe it. And I know it was $50. It was something like that. It wasn't a substantial amount of money.
Then
but
the
it was
alarm
less.
clock went off and you woke up.
Yeah, seriously.
Like, would you mind? It's
No,
such a funny
actually,
thing,
if
dude.
you like, the car is sitting outside
you
because that's the
mind
last
paying-
one I got.
I'm like, no,
And 20,
no.
I got that.
Wait, what?
Yeah, 21 or 22.
It probably had a recall on it.
Nothing.
I am
It
not
pro-
paying $50
That's-
less a
telling
month.
you,
Absolutely
that-
not.
It probably
I'm
had a
outta here.
recall on it. And they're like, we got to get this off the lot.
No,
That's
it's a
an
brand new
unheard
car.
story.
Brand new car.
This is
swear to
bullshit.
God.
You were asleep with her. Sorry.
Yeah, it's
man.
Megan. We
Sorry,
went-
family.
We actually went to Chick-fil-A after we got the car. We took it for it. And
Wait,
she
so
took me
for-
outside.
so
She goes,
wait.
This is the car we is this the car if you want it?
Why don't you
Like,
give us all this lady's number?
Yeah,
We'll
seriously.
go
Well,
back
you
to
know,
our
crazy.
deals.
that's another thing.
That was
she
the
don't
end of the
work there
lease
no more.
deals.
Like,
So wait,
Oh,
so
they got rid of her.
salespeople.
There you go.
yeah, she's like cooking.
But then,
She probably, you know what it probably was? The term, she's like, they're overcharging him.
We're gonna fix this for him.
Let me cut it off. And then
I still got robbed, right?
I know.
Yeah.
She
But
cut
that's-
my payment like $40-$50 a month, and I was
unheard
like,
of.
"This is impossible."
Yeah, that's wild.
She had the car ready. She had she knew she was getting that sale.
She knew it could
Right?
because I mean,
well,
had
I probably
the-
when you make it that simple, it probably does seem like, all right.
yeah.
But that right, that's what kind of what you're saying.
Well,
right?
yeah.
Just make it easy. Just
Make it easy, and people would buy. Because I know cars are another thing that work on very low margins, right? They hope, which I don't know who does this because I've never done it. They sell you the car; it almost costs a few bucks more, but then they want you to come back for all the servicing, which I would never go to it for, like, never ever.
I still to this
So-
day go to the dealer for service.
Well,
Wouldn't that
yeah,
be true
because you
they
got
sell them
a
at cost,
crazy
though?
deal. You
That
what?
can't be true.
They
They
got to
what?
making money off.
have
it.
to be. There's
I
no way
mean,
they're selling them at near cost.
That's what they say the model is on.
It just doesn't make sense to me because like I will not. You can never convince me, right? It's one thing if you're talking like a Rolls Royce, and there probably is some like actual handcrafting going on in the,
Yeah.
on the leather. Fine.
Right.
But the difference between a $20,000 and a $40,000 car, you cannot convince me there's 20,000 more dollars going into that $40,000 car. You'll never
No.
convince me.
No,
it's the
I agree.
same. It weighs the same.
I agree.
It's the same engine. It's also a factory made. Like
I
there's
agree.
not right.
Half
Like,
the
if
if
you're doing patent leather and you're stitchery, fine.
Yeah,
But
and if you look at a lot of cars, I don't have any offer, but a lot of cars use like the same wheel frame body.
I'm sure.
and like,
Yeah.
and they almost exactly the same, but that car might be 40 something, that game
Yeah.
20 something.
in a
You're-
range,
you're
right?
paying
Once
for
you
a
get
name.
to
There's a little
120,000, you know,
There's a
couple
little bit
hundred thousand,
difference in
those
the
cars are
engines,
different.
maybe.
Like the Chevy Impala sat on the same frame as a Cadillac.
Exactly.
It's a GM frame. you
Exactly.
know?
That's what I mean.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, so then
You
they
know.
can't be sent like maybe the cheapest, like maybe they're
Cadillac
the
is-
Toyota Camrys
Cadillac
are.
does have a lot of nice touches in it, though.
Cadillacs are nice.
I mean, sure,
Well,
but again,
we're
it's
not
like,
old-
it's
we're
not
not old
40,
enough for that yet.
$50,000 of
I'm old
jump.
enough.
You know what I mean? I'd say up until like the $60,000 mark,
Yeah.
depending on the brand. But
Right.
like I mean, you know, like I said, like a
There's
Toyota,
no
like the
way-
cheapest Toyota, maybe that's kind of at cost because it costs $20,000 to basically make a car
Car
because of
dealerships
metal
gotta
Yeah.
pay a
and
lot-
whatever.
Pay a lot of people. They got to do a lot of things. There's no way they're selling them close to cost. They got to be making some money somehow.
No.
I mean, they do.
No,
get,
no.
They do get money
there's-
on
no.
those cockamamie.
I'm
the
saying-
warranty, the extended warranty.
No, what I'm
all that.
saying
just
is,
interest.
and I don't know how it really works. They aren't selling the cars for cost. Like the car might not cost $5,000 to make. They might be selling it for 30, whatever the number. I'm saying dealerships buy the car. Apparently, from what I've read and what I think, the dealership buys it at the price from
The
the auto manufacturer. They say this car, and then the dealership only marks it up a few, like a couple $1,000. But yeah, all in all, you're paying way more than what the car was worth to build.
Right.
Right.
But
Yeah.
but the
That's two different
dealership
things.
is buying.
Well,
it.
that's why they don't want you to buy cash. That's
Yeah.
the last thing they want.
Oh,
is
yeah,
for you to
because-
actually just pay
Right,
for the
pay for
total.
And I've heard
Like,
that out too.
100%.
Like you go, like if you use their credit, whatever, like they'll come back and like the bank might say, oh yeah, you give him like he's got great credit, give him like a 1.9 credit, and then they'll come out and say we got you this great deal at like 2.5. Because then, and legally, how is that allowed?
Right.
And then they get to keep that extra money. Like that's absurd that
Yeah.
that's allowed.
Yeah, you know what's crazy too? I was like, I like look on Carvana when I'm bored sometimes.
Yeah.
'Cause I like cars. I always think about getting like a nice one.
Right.
It's like right in my hopefully in my price range or whatever. But what's crazy is and I'm totally against generally there being laws to protect against people's stupidity. I feel like people should be penalized for being dumb. That's the only way you stop being dumb. You know what I
Okay,
mean?
yeah.
Then again, like you get caught. Like if you are dumb, is it fair that you get like saddled with loan debt? I guess
Right.
not. Right? Like
Right.
I just don't know whose job it is to protect you. But that aside, you can go on Carvana and you can put no payment,
Right.
and you can put, I think terms go up to like 5 years,
I think they're up to 7 now. On
7
cars,
years
Yeah.
For a
So you-
lease or finance?
finance. But that means I like looked into it because I was just thinking, I'm like, how much would this car cost if I did this obviously stupid thing, right? Because of
Right.
the interest or whatever.
Right.
And it's like you take a $25,000 car and you legitimately pay upwards of $50,000 on it.
Right.
And I'm like, there should be a law about that because Carvana is doubling the price of this car
Yeah.
for no reason.
Right.
And I'm like, that seems crazy. And like I said, like I would never
There's
do
a
that.
lot of idiots
But
like
they're
that.
catching
It's-
people who were like, I can only afford $250. Oh, I pay for 7 years, whatever.
Yeah. There's so many people upside
But
down
I'm
on
like-
cars because of
But
that.
that's the problem with
But that's-
borrowing money.
I know,
mean,
no,
if
I
you
know,
borrow
I know.
money, it's the interest.
Well,
It's
that's the
always
whole
about the
loan. I mean,
interest.
that's
the whole
the whole loan
industry.
problem. I get that. It's
Yeah,
just
it's
like
not,
But you know the
it's not
tactic,
about them
right? Like,
doubling the price
they
of the
don't-
car. It's about
Yeah, you don't
it's
know
about
what
the
car
interest
costs.
on the tail end.
You
You
don't.
have no
Yeah.
idea what a car costs.
No.
You don't have any idea what type of engine it is. You don't have all you know is what's the bottom. What am I going to pay a month?
That's all it comes down to now.
They buy into.
They know
people
that.
are going to buy into that.
That's
what
all
they're
it-
gonna do.
yeah, people don't care about what the
you know, how
value is
big
anymore.
It's 11-inch screen. They get an 11-inch infotainment.
Yeah, those are
screen.
big now, yeah.
Right, that's what they.
Yeah.
That's what sells the
Yep.
car.
Yeah. No, there's not like the
Like
old
all
days.
those, like no. What is that? Bad credit, no credit. Don't worry, we got
Yeah.
you. We got you. And you're right. You wind up in an 8-year.
Yeah, you wind up in a really,
high-interest
but you
loan.
think it sounds
And
good
you go,
because it's
listen,
like,
I'm
I'm
only
only
paying
paying
$300.
$150 a month, but it's for the rest of my life.
And
that's a lot more money, man.
That's another thing that bothers me. I have always had good credit, but like the whole thing, if you have bad
would
credit, that you have to pay more. Like, I get you're a risk, but why make the person who couldn't pay the other bills pay more? Everybody should pay the same for the
Everybody
same
should
car.
pay the same. It's the car.
The
I
same,
agree with that.
like You can't charge like
Well,
no wonder
credit
why.
scores are a massive scam.
Oh yeah,
That's
massive
a
scam.
big scam.
The
Massive
whole idea
scam.
of it is basically a
Yeah.
scam.
No, they shouldn't be able to charge you more if you.
No,
credit's
exactly.
bad.
Because
That's ridiculous.
I
Credit scores should only come into credit scores should only come into effect if you're actually borrowing money. Everything else,
it should come in
or
effect
like,
whether
I
you
guess a mortgage
no,
is fundamentally borrowing money.
but it should come in effect if you get it or not. You shouldn't have to pay more
Pay more
they
because of it.
decide to give it to
fair
you.
enough, fair enough.
Right? Because I actually
Yeah, if you've
went-
never paid anything
Yeah.
back, do they have to give you the car?
Right.
No.
Exactly. Because I did something. I think it was like after I bought my house and my credit dipped like a minute, like because all like that big loan went on my thing, and I was getting a car at the same time. The guy's like, "Well, your credit's only like 700 and something, so because you've been with us, I'm going to ignore it, and I'm going to I'll put in like coupons to get your code." I'm like, dude, like my credit.
That's a good.
Like,
That's still a good. Anything in the 700s
Credit
is a
score-
good.
yeah,
I tell
because
these
it was
guys
at
all the time.
800,
Yeah.
and I'm like,
Credit score
give me
is
a
not
week,
even
it'll be
things.
800 again. Like,
Say what?
Credit score was not even a thing I cared about.
No.
Ever.
I never cared about it either.
It's
But
now
more
I'm
and more- it's like
obsessed with it.
everything,
Yeah,
because
now it's
it-
Now I'm
because
obsessed with
is.
it.
But
Because
it's
now it is.
and it doesn't really matter.
It doesn't. It's fake. It's bullshit.
No matter what my credit score is, I get whatever I want.
Yeah,
It's ridiculous the amount of money people are willing to give me.
I know.
I get like offers for like
well, it's because you have a good credit score,
I do.
right? So
But
if
I'm
you
saying
had a
that-
bad one,
But even back,
Make up your mind. Just said it don't matter.
no.
I do.
No,
He's
it
saying
does-
that you feel like
does
it is.
now,
It's a totally fake.
But I've
It is.
never,
thing.
I've never been turned down for anything in all my years, and I knew nothing about my credit score until
Yeah.
like maybe 10 years.
well, they
ago.
weren't a big deal
No.
for a
They're
long
worse
time.
now.
No, they were
sort of
probably out
existed
there, but
as
they probably you didn't
Yes.
know about it.
It was like
the
your
way
personal- you had a
but
personal
now
credit
you
history.
guys pay attention to it, like.
Well, because
It's
everything we do is
ridiculous.
tied to it.
Yeah, everything is like
Because
you're
a couple
still gonna
points
get
will
what
be.
you want. Somebody's
No,
gonna give you money.
No,
that's not true.
it's changed a
Somebody
lot.
might give you money, but it's going to be at.
No, but
it's
again,
going to be
it
at
goes
an
back to the
insane APR. Like
bad
that's
credit,
the thing.
no credit.
If you have an 800, like
I've been
call it a
847.
car loan, right? Wow, really?
Yeah,
Dang, that's actually really good.
870.
847.
That's crazy.
Oh.
That's crazy.
847.
If you have an 800 though, and you want to buy a car, right? You get at whatever percent. If you go down to just 750, which is like still a really good credit score,
Yeah.
you're another percentage point, which is like over the course of a loan is $5,000, $10,000, whatever it is.
Yeah, that's wild.
Which is insane. But
cash.
but it's like everything else. I think Uncle Phil mentioned this right before we were talking about this right off the pot. I think you were upstairs, but about how like once prices go up, they stay up. So they realize like,
yeah,
oh
that's
well,
true.
as long as we can keep edging if we can charge this percentage for like a bad credit score, as long as we keep moving up what is a good or a bad credit score, we just keep getting more money and nothing actually changed.
Yeah.
Right.
The people at 750 are the same people at 750 10 years ago.
right.
But now we say, oh no, it's actually you have to be at 800 to get our best,
Right.
our
Our
best
best rate.
APR.
Yeah.
Anything below 800 isn't good enough. So they're always going to keep sliding that scale up once it exists.
Yeah,
So that's
exactly.
why it matters more is because they just did that.
Yeah.
They're
That's
like,
the fine
really,
print
we're
you're
just not
talking
loaning to
about,
people
right?
below
Yeah.
a 4.
When they give you that $169 a month, all bells and whistles, and then it says, credit
Yeah,
score. has
it does.
Yeah.
above
With
800.
exceptional
Yeah,
credit
you
score,
need a perfect
with
credit
$8,000
score,
down,
yeah.
with this and that, and then like, okay,
Right. Ends up being 3 times as much monthly.
a scam
it's
to
bullshit.
keep people from getting ahead.
I agree.
That's what it is.
No, 100%.
All a scam to keep people from getting ahead.
It does. I'm waiting. I mean, I'm not waiting. I don't want to go, but I'm waiting. I guess I'm waiting to find out like I'm gonna die or I get terminal cancer, and then I'm gonna use all my credit and all my
I
credit
can
card.
tell you right
and
now,
I'm
Johnny,
gonna.
you are gonna die.
Well, when I know,
That's the
when I know,
point.
and I'm just gonna take
Sounded like
out.
a threat.
tell you.
That sounded
I'm
like a
just-
threat.
I'm,
I just wanted to let him know.
telling
on-
you right
it-
now.
Drink my wine and you'll die.
it's
He said, I'm waiting to find
It's
out.
been
I'm
on
not
the
dying. I
podcast.
just want to let him know it's gonna happen.
It's on the
eventually.
podcast. I don't know. No, but you know what I mean. Like I don't think anyone ever. People had to have done this. Like if you find out like you have 6 months to live, right? I have like $500,000 in credit cards that I can max out.
You think they don't know that?
I'm just gonna say I'm gonna buy everything for
These
Presley.
days, Johnny?
For
They're gonna
Presley.
know. They're
These
gonna know
days,
you're
Johnny,
dying.
they know that before.
And they're gonna
they know
cancel my
before
credit.
your doctor tells you.
Doctor reports it to them
The
first.
doctor's first call is to the insurance company saying he's got 6 months to live. Do not loan
Do
him a
not give him
penny.
anything.
If
Cancel
you
his
think you're gonna
credit
go the
cards.
day after that doctor's appointment and go buy a Porsche,
I was gonna
A guy
buy
like
every.
him-
You're wrong.
A guy like him, you'll have to go like bring your medical records
Yeah.
to buy a couch.
No, I'm thinking like.
yeah.
How long are you gonna live? Because this couch is $2,000.
Like,
That's
you know-
coming. That's
Suddenly,
coming.
yeah.
medical-
I'm just
suddenly
gonna
that's
say
what
like
they
I'm
want.
gonna be like, oh, let's buy all this stuff for Presley. And like, who cares? The debt's gonna die with me, you know.
Yeah.
But I guess not. They
So they
will know.
call-
They'll know.
So Presley
They-
turns
Yeah.
18. She goes, oh,
Yeah.
by the way, here's all the money your father spent before he died.
Yeah.
We'd
Well, that's-
like you to pay it back.
Unfortunately, the
Yeah.
debt doesn't die with you. People can chase it. So
Can they?
only student loans.
I thought no. I thought
I
it
think
had to be.
student
In,
loans is the only one that follows you after.
yeah, I thought that it had to be in other
They
people's
could change your
names.
estate if you have money. I mean, if you put everything out
Well,
of your name.
maybe they could take it out of your estate.
They can take it
technically,
out of your estate.
but
Oh,
it won't.
yeah, yeah.
It's like Presley won't
Yeah.
owe it.
No.
She might not get the same
She
amount
might
of
not get
money.
the same amount, right?
Yeah,
right.
fair enough. So
Okay.
in a way, that's the
But she
same
won't
thing.
know.
Okay.
But she's not going to actually have to make payments,
They come
out of
from her
everything.
18th birthday,
Okay.
kind of thing. But I think student loans does carry, which is crazy.
That's wild.
But that's because
who?
there's so many.
Who does it carry?
Your kids.
That's crazy.
If I died right now, I don't think. Well, I guess I don't have kids, but if I had kids and then I died, I think they get my debt.
would it be hilarious?
There's
if it went
something weird about student loans because of
It should go to your parents.
because of the
That'd be great.
government backing and all that.
Really?
That's ridiculous. Imagine like
I'll look at it while we're talking.
imagine like he has
sure.
he has kids and then all of a sudden something happens
Make it
to him.
quick.
It's like
We're coming to an end here.
yeah, like I'm $100,000 in debt for what? Oh my
dad
dad's
went to-
college.
yeah, my dad went to college.
Wait, not even your college? That's crazy.
I will say this, Johnny. I hear that the used car industry is much harder to have that bargaining now
Right?
because of the online sales, because they can't compete.
Oh really?
They have to compete with everybody like in the country now because you can order a car from anywhere.
Yeah. Oh, so they're a little bit cheap. Yeah, but I don't drive
And
used.
they say, no, I'm just saying.
let me tell you one more car
I'm just
story.
saying.
Fuck you.
Remember that silver M? I had like an M something. It was a Mazda.
An M Mazda? Wait, it was a
I forgot
Mazda?
what it's called. It was
Oh.
an MPV or whatever.
Yeah, now Mazda MP.
How old is this? Because I've known you
This was
forever.
years
I
ago. That's a long
was going to say,
My
I
kid,
don't remember you with a
I don't
Mazda.
even think Megan was born. Christopher was a kid.
Okay.
Sorry,
You want it?
I just want to say because
Yeah,
I just
'cause
looked it up real quick about the
Johnny's
student
gonna get
loans.
mad when I tell this story.
Student loans don't necessarily follow you. The reason why they're generally like student loans don't, but student loans are almost 100% co-signed because a student can't.
Oh, the
and
cosign.
Cosigner
They
gets
come
stuck
after the
with
it.
cosigner.
Yo.
So that's the trick.
Goes to you, Dad.
So that's the trick there.
My kids are very good. All their student loans, which they have very little of, by the way,
Or mostly paid
are
off.
mostly paid
Yes.
off. Yeah.
Good. Fair
Sorry,
enough.
Bid
you can go back to
my
the. I just wanted
I don't want to get
to
into that.
specify. Student loans don't technically follow you,
At
but
least
that's
on
the
my
trick.
part,
That's how
I've
they
been
get
worried
you.
about paying off that student loan
That was
before
nice.
my children died. I'd be
So
Go
I,
ahead,
could,
Uncle.
I could tell you that I was looking for a car, used car.
Right.
Went to Northern Boulevard. All the car dealers are. I
Right.
went to a Honda
Back
dealer.
in the day.
It was
Still
the
there.
used Honda
Are they?
lot. And I saw a Mazda right in the
On
corner.
Northern, they're still there.
Oh,
There's still-
no,
there's
They,
still
Northern
car
moved,
side.
dealerships.
they moved places, but they're still there.
No, I was thinking Queens Boulevard. I'm like, there's none there. Way up.
Well, there is two all the way down by
Yeah.
the, yeah.
In Jamaica.
But either way, I'm on Northern
Yeah, there's a
Boulevard.
whole bunch of them.
I see this car, right? Actually, me and Kelly were there. We see this car, and a guy comes over and he tells me how much the car is, 15,000, whatever, right? And then we had to go pick up my son. So I'm like, listen, I'll be back. And he was trying, same thing. Like, he's trying to get me not to leave. I'm like, I'm being honest. I have to get my son. We lost track of time. We're gonna go pick him up. So I go back in the afternoon. I see another guy. He tells me like $3,000 more. I'm like, well, the first guy who was there, he told me this much. He's like, oh, talk to him then. So I go back to the first guy. He tells me the price. So now I'm looking at the car and I'm trying to see the value of what this particular car is. So I'm looking online, whatever. And I just happened to see the lot on Northern Boulevard advertising the same car. So I'm like, let me get the VIN number. Same VIN number. So now I go back to the lot. I'm like, how come it was like $2,000 or $3,000 less on this national website? They had a national website. So I go ask for the sales manager. So I'm talking to the guy, and he says, well, here's the thing. In New York, we could sell the car for $2,000 or $3,000 more. But we also have a national ad that we run. So that car we could sell it for $2,000 or $3,000 less. So I'm like, so if I tell you I'm going to buy this car, what are you going to charge me for it? He goes, well, now that you know, I have to charge you $2,000 or $3,000 less.
But I said they compete
Yeah.
with
Yeah.
the national. That's what the used car guys say.
Yeah.
Yep.
They have to
But
compete
this
with
goes
those
back.
prices.
I'm
Makes
going to
sense.
tell you that
Yeah.
this has to go back almost, 20-something years.
Yeah.
That makes sense because, if you go on a web page for a lot of cars,
You're like Kelly Blue Book, right? Or
no,
whatever.
but if you go on their own webpage, you know how sometimes they'll have specials.
Oh, a
and they'll-
dealership.
The dealership,
Yeah,
like
yeah, yeah.
Ford.com, whatever, and they'll show a car. Dealerships don't ever give you that price. And if you show that, I don't understand. And then they'll try to, well, that's just like ballpark figure. And
Yeah.
you're in New York, it's different. I'm like, but then you're false advertising. You brought me in on it. And they'll kind of break a little bit on that too. I've seen that happen. So,
Yeah.
but a lot of them don't always post prices on there.
And I got a Honda warranty.
Tell me where's the cheapest. I'll go to that
Right.
state and buy it.
Yeah. Yeah.
No,
right?
but that works a little bit because I know someone I used to work with that used to drive many states away to get cars. But A lot of people do that for the taxes too, but then the taxes, like, of course, the government.
No, but you're
Caught up
supposed to
onto
pay
that.
the taxes.
If you
Yeah,
register-
You have to
register
pay
in
the
New
taxes
York,
of your
you're gonna pay the
state.
tax
You gotta
either way.
pay the
But you can still
taxes.
buy the
But I'm
car
saying
wherever you
if-
want.
Yeah, you can buy wherever
if
you
their
want.
argument in New York is I'm selling
Because it's New York. Like,
$3,000
all right, tell
New
me,
York. I'm
do
like,
I have to
tell
go to
me,
Illinois?
What state can I go to buy for $3,000 less?
That's what I'm saying. I'll drive. I'll
Yeah.
take a road trip.
Yeah.
Listen, if
I'll
you
do
want
that.
to do like, I won't clean your garage, but I'll definitely take you to any state to pick up a car.
Yeah. Okay. We'll make that
Without a
plan.
doubt.
We're gonna make that plan.
Hopefully, be in Ohio, we can go to Pizza Hut.
What is that, like the
Not
original
Ohio.
one?
There's a Pizza
Where is
Hut
it?
by me.
I think he's talking
Is
about
it
like the
in
original
I've
Pizza
been
Hut.
telling you
No,
guys
no,
that.
Okay, so there's one in your Pizza Hut is not the one we're looking for.
It's not the original,
It's
but it's a
Fugazi.
Pizza Hut.
We don't
It's
care
the
about
same
that.
way.
There's
No.
plenty
They're
of
talking about
Pizza
one.
Huts.
It's got New York wings in it,
We're
right? New
going,
York wings or
yeah,
something?
no, we're going
No.
to the Pizza Hut that has the
chandeliers.
the stained glass,
Yep. the red
Chandeliers.
cups,
Mine has
the
that.
Check-in,
salad
The
bar,
red
tablecloths.
carpet. I don't
the
never been
red
on one.
tablecloths, the red cups,
red carpet. That's right.
the red cups.
Listen, you
right?
still owe me the friggin'
I don't know you
White
anything.
Castle.
you owe me the game place in Long Island.
Oh yeah,
Is that where we went?
Yeah.
we went there.
Yeah.
No, we went there. Me and you.
Yeah, you were supposed to take me there.
That was fun.
We're gonna go there. Why don't
And
we
you're
go to
also,
Saturday?
you're also going to come up to me for
I was gonna, but
podcasting.
why don't we go to the game place instead?
Tell me about this Pizza
No.
Hut. Not to change the topic.
It's
Where
just,
is it?
it's
It's not in
right by
Ohio?
me. Oh,
There's one in Pennsylvania that I found.
that's in Stroudsburg.
which
I
is-
used to
no,
go there
it's
all
not
the time.
Stroudsburg, it's a little more
East
west.
Stroudsburg.
That's easy.
He said west.
We could do that.
He said it's more west.
It's more west.
Sorry,
It's more west. East Stroudsburg.
It's more west of Stroudsburg.
West
But
Stroudsburg.
the one I want to go to is in
Southchester.
where's my boy Bob Joyce that I got to go see?
Bob Joyce. I know that
Tennessee.
name. What's that?
No, where are the Clintons from?
Arkansas.
Arkansas.
Oh,
I go to
that's
Arkansas.
a travel.
So why don't we go to Pennsylvania?
Well, because I want to go see Bob Joyce sing. Just in
Bob
case.
Joyce?
Just
Bob
in
Joyce
case,
is Elvis.
just in case he really is.
Oh
Elvis.
yeah.
You
Oh,
got to
the
look
real
up
Elvis.
the real
The real-
Elvis.
the-
who-
well-
Who would, even if Elvis lived, would be dead today.
Well, he'd be
Still
like
alive.
80 something, I think. Right?
I don't know. I have no idea how old Elvis
How,
was
what
or
is it? Was he born in 47? I think.
No.
I don't know.
47?
I got
He was a
no
star in the
idea.
50s,
I don't
right?
know.
Oh, so
No.
That'd be
No.
30.
No, he wasn't 50s. Was he the 50s?
In the
no.
I mean, in the,
no, he was
in the
around.
late 50s, yeah. Right?
Was it? I don't know. I mean, I wasn't
Look, he
alive.
would be 91.
What year
That's
was he
not
born?
inconceivable.
What year was he born?
No.
91
Inconceivable.
years
Is that
ago.
a
What year was he born?
That was
Don't-
Princess Bride, right?
Don't-
Inconceivable.
What year was he born then? Someone quick.
91
But you gotta
years
say
ago.
with the list.
1935.
He's 91. Oh,
35.
what year?
35.
1935.
That's close.
You weren't close.
12 years.
What'd you say?
I said 47.
Anyway,
I knew that. I think my dad was born in
we should
60 something.
You stopped.
67.
Oh, yeah.
Stop
He had the
doing the
pivot.
math.
He had the
Yeah,
pivot.
yeah,
I caught it
How
late.
old was your
His
dad?
father was born in 1920.
He had me when he was 91.
Very good. You caught on right away.
Inconceivable.
That is such an unmanly thing to do, hide your age.
Yeah.
I swear.
I know people that do that shit.
Really.
Coming after you.
Today's been all pick
Yeah,
on
pick on
Johnny
Johnny
Day.
Day.
Pick on Johnny
Fair
Day.
enough. Fair enough.
You know, I'm the only one that cancel plans to make the podcast on the unscheduled day.
How do you know I
And
didn't
I
have
get
plans
picked
today?
How do you know
because
we
you're the
left
one who
last
said
time?
Monday works.
Well, because I'm a team player.
No, huh?
I didn't want to do it.
Yes, you did. You didn't want to
Monday's
do
my
Thursday.
relaxed day.
Monday's his day off.
No, well,
Monday's my second
but,
Sunday.
But now you can relax on Wednesday.
What does that mean?
Not really.
What does second Sunday mean?
Sunday's a relaxed
Sunday and then Sunday again.
But I was busy yesterday.
So now you had
So
today.
Monday had to be my kind of beginning of the
what'd you
week
do
relaxed
yesterday?
day. No, I was away, so I had to drive back, and I didn't leave
Oh.
till late, so I didn't get back till like 8:30, and I didn't have my decompression time before the week started.
Me and Leonardo went up to Catskills yesterday to do something. Same thing. I got home at like 5:30, and it just sucked.
Yeah.
Because I didn't have
Yeah.
like, and it's funny because I'm never one to sit home. Like I don't like to sit home. Like on the weekends, I like to be busy, enjoy my time. On Sundays, a little early, I like it. And I said to her, I was like, I'm really upset. She's like, why? I was like, I was busy all weekend. I like to sit home at the house and like relax.
At
She's
least
like-
on a Sunday afternoon.
And she's like, what? You hate when we just sit around. I'm like, yeah, but this weekend we're out till like 6 o'clock, and I'm kind of annoyed by
When
it.
you hit 30, you start to want to relax.
I could do either. I could sit around all weekend and find happiness for myself.
No, I'm
Or if
fine.
I'm out doing things, I'm happy too.
But you're okay.
my
like,
perfect weekend.
yeah, but you work from
overall.
home, so it's different now.
I guess.
But I'm saying like you don't mind being out on a Sunday to like
No,
6, 7
no,
o'clock.
No.
Yeah,
no,
that
no,
bothers
no,
you.
no.
You want to be
No, he
home
does not
early,
wanna do
chilling.
that.
No.
Right.
No.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sunday,
Yeah,
Sunday
well,
afternoon.
yeah,
When I
Sunday.
say weekend, I mean Friday night and
And
Saturday.
Saturday.
Yes, right. I'm saying I could do my the best weekend would be like even immediately after work on a Friday, go do something.
Yeah.
Go out or get dinner, then go to a bar, whatever.
Do something
Saturday,
all
wake
day
up
Saturday,
relatively
happy.
late. Personally, if I early, maybe if I have a rugby game, do that. Do something maybe active Sunday morning or Saturday morning.
Right.
Then whatever, lunch, go out. Who knows? Do whatever, hang out. Go out that night. Wake up Sunday late, and then do nothing all day.
Do nothing
Yeah.
all
That's that's the best version of a weekend. That's why like football Sunday's great.
Yeah.
Because you can wake up
Just
at
random-
1
and just watch
right into
football
football and
and-
just lay on the couch, and nobody blames you really because
Yep,
you're like
'cause
watching football.
so it's
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I gotta say it. I like chill Sundays now.
Yeah, no.
I didn't
Sunday-
like. I didn't. The only thing I can give up a Sunday for is I like day drinking, like going to a good place.
Yeah, but you can't do that on Sunday.
No, I can do that on a
can't
Sunday.
do it on
but like go at
Do it on
like
Saturday?
go there at 12 and leave by like 3.
If you do it
It's
early
okay.
enough, yeah. Like if I went to a baseball game at,
My day
12,
drinking on a
then I was
Sunday
home by 3, 4.
Yeah, then that's okay.
is right back there at my little.
I like that.
table
I've gotten
with a
so
cigar.
I've gotten so into like hanging out on my property. Like
Love
it-
just sitting in my yard on a Sunday. Man.
Yeah.
On a nice day. Oh,
that's crazy.
What about going out during the week?
I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan.
I'm not a big fan of going out.
Big
there.
fan.
I used to be.
Okay, let me
Like
say
you said
this.
about age, like you get close to 30.
You know what my problem is? My problem is getting out. Once I'm
Yeah,
out,
once
I'm
you're out,
fine.
you're
Once
good.
I'm out,
Yeah.
I'm fine.
Yeah,
I'll
we
say
just
this.
forget about
My
it.
problem is the whole prep thing.
I'll say this. I can
thinking
go
like,
out.
oh,
Get dressed.
after work. I gotta get changed.
If it's
get
going out to
showered,
like
and-
dinner, an easy dinner where you're having dinner, a couple of drinks, I'm all for. I can do that 5 days a week. But like that's about the way I like to draw the line. Like I'm on a now softball team and it's on Wednesday nights, and every once in a while on a Friday, I'm miserable that it's on a Wednesday. I'm like, oh, this sucks. Like,
Once I'm out, I'm out.
If they
Like,
ever
if
invented-
if you can get me out, once I'm out, I'm fine. Then I'll just
we
go.
had a family event this weekend, and it started at 8.
That was a little painful.
And
8 p.m.
8 at night.
8 p.m.
Was
on what
That
day of
was
the
still-
week?
Oh my god, that was
the
late.
Yeah, that was 8 o'clock. I was.
I was gone. So I
On a
didn't know.
Saturday?
Saturday.
Yeah, on a Saturday.
But I had to.
Oh,
prepare,
this was the thing I
you
worked
know,
through.
had
Oh,
to
I was supposed to be
prepare.
there. I'm
Yeah,
so
you worked
sorry.
through that,
I
I know.
I worked
Yeah,
Saturday.
man,
we didn't
me
miss
too.
you.
No, I did work.
We didn't miss you. We had White Castle. You wouldn't enjoy.
I
it
had to
anyway.
prepare for that.
Again, White Castle?
But you're right. Once you get there, it's different. But I had to.
White Castle
I had to
chicken
like
sandwich.
mentally get myself. I gotta leave the house at 7:30 at night on it. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, on a Saturday. Yeah.
Leave the couch. You know what I mean?
yeah, yeah.
On a
That's why I
Saturday.
had to do things all day Saturday. Because if I just sat around and I had to wait for 8 o'clock to get ready and go out, I would have been miserable.
Yeah.
So I just
Also,
did things all day
for
Saturday.
me, the actual getting in a either car or Uber is like probably worse than even just the at home like kind of prepping. If they ever figured out like personal teleportation, I would do way more stuff.
All in.
Because you could be on the couch, like, oh, I'll put jeans on and a shirt, watch an episode,
Boom.
teleport to wherever you got to
That's
be. You're
another-
there, and then you teleport right back to the
Well,
couch
that's
when
the
you're
other
done.
thing.
That's
I would
another
do a
big
million.
thing.
I would do a million more things.
I hate to say this, but like you watch all these TV shows, right? And they come home from work and they just stay in their clothes all day and night. I have to instantly change out of my clothes, either into sweatpants, joggers, shorts,
Immediately.
or like pajama pants, or immediately. And I hate if I have to change it
But that's
to do
what makes
something
it
else.
worse, right?
Yeah.
You're on
Like-
the couch. It's
Yeah.
6 o'clock, and you're like,
You're comfy.
in 2
You
hours,
got your
I gotta
sweats
get
on.
out of here.
Yeah.
It's not even like you're dressed.
Yeah,
And
'cause
I'm
the same.
I'm immediately changed.
Yeah, if you're home, like you're saying, like
Yep.
the party was 8 o'clock, and you're home all day, and you're just chilling. You're in comfy clothes all day.
Yeah.
Going out, maybe it's tough, whatever. But getting dressed into real clothes is the harder part.
Yeah.
And it's almost like, can I get away with sweatpants?
Yeah, okay, like,
Can
where am I
like,
going?
Can
I
I, can I
time
do
it.
it?
I time it like if I got to suit up, I'm time it so perfectly. Like when it's
You're
time
just
to
getting-
leave,
yeah.
I'm getting my tie on because I can't.
Yeah.
No way.
You'd be sitting.
Yeah,
dressed
no
up
way.
Like in a suit or
Yeah.
something.
I agree.
It's funny you mentioned coming
Possible.
back too, because Peyton makes fun of me for when I get home from work.
Yeah.
I have at least my shirt off before I'm going up the stairs.
I'm
I
the-
usually like get home, go to the bathroom, and then get fully changed. But I'm
Yeah.
already the second I walk in the door.
Lee
I'm
laughs at
stripping
me
out
too.
of the monkey
Honestly,
clothes.
like if we're out, me, Lee, and Presley, I come in like, and it takes Presley a second to get out of the car seat, and she doesn't let me really take her. She's like, "Mama," so Lee takes her, and I'll be with you
Johnny's
guys in
running
a second.
inside.
And I literally run inside, run in the closet, change all my clothes,
Before
and
they
then
get
go
in.
back to the back door to
Mr.
meet
Rogers,
them.
Mr. Rogers here.
I go to the back
You don't
door where they're
remember Mr.
coming in, and Lee looks at me all the time. She's like, "Must be nice." I'm like,
It is.
Listen,
Take
she doesn't
advantage of
want
the
me.
opportunity.
She doesn't want me. I'm changing quick.
I
Like
agree.
that 2 seconds is that big of a deal to me.
Yeah, no, that's true. I agree with that.
Anyway,
It's crazy.
yeah. Again, once I'm there, I'm fine.
Yeah.
It's just getting there.
It's getting there.
I agree with that. I agree
But
with
Sunday's always been a thing. Like 5 o'clock, I want to be on the couch.
That
regardless.
became
that.
more
Sunday
of a-
afternoon.
Yeah, I'll do things on a Sunday, but I got to be in by 5.
That
otherwise-
became more of a thing for me last
Yeah.
few years.
Yeah.
Definitely.
Anyway, I don't know how that came about from the card thing, but If you're listening,
That's
to the
our
whole episode.
podcast, though.
Yeah, you got to watch the whole thing.
Thanks for listening, and as always,
Stay angry, annoyed, and amused.